Are you able to say that the worst is behind us, even if we cannot predict how long the course of this pandemic is going to run?
Um, Tough one, Timothy, but I would say that a large part of the problem has been faced. When I say the worst is behind, I'm not saying absolute numbers of deaths. We're still going to peak. It's still not yet done, but it will be in another few weeks because these surges don't last for a very long time. The good thing about these peaks that you're seeing, you're now seeing that infection in some parts. For instance, for Mumbai, I can quite confidently say that the worst is probably behind. But India as a whole is not Mumbai. We have got several such cities and places, and the pandemic is at different places of evolution. Currently, the place I am in Vellore, has probably not seen the worst of it because we still are at about 300, 400 cases. We expect to peak, and from our projections, it would happen in another 3 weeks or 2 weeks. So across the country, you would have different situations. But the places that have seen most of the problem, cities like Delhi, Pune, Mumbai, they're probably behind the worst. They will still have their deaths coming in because that lags by about 14 days, but their incident cases will start dropping. Again, a very interesting story with Pune in particular. So Pune seems to be a really badly hit city, but about September last year, when we looked at the places that have the most number of cases, the seroprevalence varied from 17% to about 50%, 60% in some areas. And those areas are not seeing huge number of cases. There are cases, but they are very few. But the problem is the pandemic is now in the outskirts, in the places that were previously not hit. And unfortunately, our country is so large, so you will expect cases to happen. So when I say, I qualify by saying that the worst is probably behind in Mumbai, Pune, and the largest cities that have seen a lot of disease, but the worst is still to come for a lot of tier 2 cities where the health infrastructure is small, limited, and you have the same tinderbox potential for catastrophe. I'm not talking about the rural villages or hamlets. Transmission probabilities are there, but you're not going to see huge explosive outbreaks. But there are plenty of cities that are emerging, plenty of slums that may not have been affected yet. And we have to be careful and we have to plan for that in the next week.